What is up, YouTube? It's Dear coming to you with another video, and today's video is going to be about how redirection can be protection and how redirection can lead you to your biggest blessing. Sometimes we can be praying for something or we can be trying to manifest something, and God will give us a glimpse of what we've been praying for, or he can place us in a situation where we feel like, okay, look, things are going our way, things are finally working out for us and everything, but then it's like all of a sudden things change. And that's not to hurt us, but to build our faith and to keep us motivated and to show us, hey, even though things didn't go as expected, you still made it here the first time. And if you made it here that first time, you can do it again. So I've been trying to manifest an apartment, and I finally got to stay at this place. It was like in a hotel, but the upper half was an apartment. So it was like they gave you a glimpse of what your house would look like if you decided to move on or move in. See, maybe it's just, I said move on, so maybe that's God's way of showing me, like, hey, I need to move on. But it was set up the same way the apartments would be set up. So it was cool. I really enjoyed living there, and I applied to, move in and everything, but I didn't get approved. So I always wanted an apartment like that. I've been trying to manifest that I get one. I was happy that I got to stay there, and it was cool. I know everything happens for a reason, and I should accept things for how they are and what happens, because it's for the best. I know good things are still coming my way, and I still can make things happen for me. I just have to trust things are working out even when I can't see them. I know what I wanted, and this may be the step that's needed to get me there. I have to trust that the universe is working in my highest favor, and I have to surrender to God. I also have to learn that I can't force anything, but I have to have faith and be patient, and that my desires will come when the time is right and when it's meant to happen. I still have to be able to create positive thoughts and be happy no matter where I'm at. That's how you know if you're truly happy and if you're truly at peace, if you can be happy without your desires first. Your desires and wants shouldn't bring you happiness and peace, but your happiness and peace should bring your desires and wants. I'm learning that sometimes rejection can be protection, and redirection is just a chance to create something that's better. Things didn't go as planned because there's something bigger and better for me. I already saw myself at my new apartment, so I know it's coming soon. I will have it. Each experience brings a learning opportunity and a chance to grow emotionally, mentally, and physically. I woke up this morning and I got an angel number. It told me some obstacles may arise, but it's a blessing in disguise. This can be showing me that I shouldn't settle for less because it's the first option, but instead look for something greater because the right option would always be for me. I can't miss out on something that's for me. God is just leading me in a new direction that's meant for me that I didn't see at first. But I'm always at the right place at the right time. I'm so grateful for the experience I got while I was there. I enjoyed every bit of it. Now I know how it feels to live like that, and if that lifestyle is truly meant for me, the universe will lead me to a bigger and better apartment downtown with a better view. It may lead me to a new city that's even bigger with more views and a bigger and better downtown area. This is giving me the chance to fully let go of control and surrender to God. This gives God the chance to move me in a better direction and the direction that's meant for me. No matter where I'm at, good things can still happen. I'm growing and becoming everything I need to be. I will overcome this, and I will create a positive. I'm grateful that this happened because it showed me even when we pray for something and something comes true, it doesn't mean it's the right blessing for us. And we shouldn't settle because it was the first one and we really liked it. And if God removes it, we shouldn't get upset or talk down on ourselves, but we should remain positive and keep working towards our goal. It may also mean that we weren't ready yet and we still have some learning to do. But we have been working hard and God sees us. So if we can do it one time, we can make it happen again. When something is removed from your life, it's for a reason, and we should thank it for His service and be grateful for the time we got, because we never know what's coming next. God can have something that's even better, but when you try to hold on to force things that's not meant to be, you are resisting change. And when you resist it, you can also be resisting the things that you want to come true. You can be resisting the very blessings and prayers that you've been praying for. So it's best to accept change, because that change and direction will lead you to your destination still. It might take a little longer than you expected, but it was needed. I already have everything I need to be successful. I shouldn't worry or let my doubts get the best of me because things didn't go the way I thought, because they are still going the way it needs to go. I shouldn't worry on how things will work out. I should know that the answer is already here. And when my question is ready to be answered, it will. Sometimes we look for answers without even having a question. We assume that when things don't work out, when things don't go the way we thought it would, we get so upset before there's a problem. And we get so upset that we end up creating a problem before there's one. The universe and God hears our prayers, and they are always responding to them. Situations and events come from our prayers. God knows things before we do. He can also see things beyond space and time, while we can only see what's in front of us and what we want. We don't think about the negatives or positives. We just know that we want that, and we try to imagine. We try to imagine an easy way to get it, or what can I do right now to get it? But God sees the best way. It might be slower, and you might have to do more to get there, but we will get there. God sees the negatives, the positive, and every possible outcome from every decision you make, even if you don't make it. So the reason the path can be so long and you are constantly changing directions is because it is necessary to get to our destination. So we have to adapt and be ready to make changes. God may lead us to one place because it's needed to gain something from being there. Then he might remove you from being there and send you back to where you came from. Not as punishment or because we did something wrong, but that back step may be for protection. The place you came from may be God's safe place for you until he's ready to move you forward again. But when you do move forward, you will already have knowledge and insight of what the next step is because you were already there. But this time, you may apply what you have learned from the previous experience. And this place may be even bigger and better than what you thought you lost. We have to realize that with God, we never lose, but we are always gaining, whether that's spiritual, mental, physical, or material. The only L's we take are lessons, and we gain knowledge from those lessons. We have to realize that life isn't about gaining the most riches and materialistic things, but we have to learn about our true selves, knowledge of our souls, and why God created us the way he did. Inside of us, there are secrets to the universe, secrets to knowledge and understanding to what we are and who we are. And when you know yourself, you will find out how powerful you really are. The kingdom of heaven is within us, but first we have to unlock the gates of heaven. You can't do that if you didn't know who you are. You are the key. You are the key to every problem in your life. Life is like a game of chess with God being the player, and we are his pieces. We have to allow God to move us into the correct spot. The game of chess is very patient, and each move is very critical, because not only do we have to pay attention to our moves and our pieces, we also have to pay attention to our opponent's move and their pieces. With us being on the board, we can only see what's around us, but God can see the whole board and the opponent. And we just have to trust that each move is leading us to the answer to our prayers. Each step in life is important, no matter how big or small. We just have to keep moving and remain positive, and to keep expecting the best, because we get what we expect out of a situation. God has full control on how things will turn out, but our minds and thoughts will create the direction we want to go in. The way we feel about ourselves, it will show. Our internal world reflects our outer world. Remember to be kind to yourself even when things don't go as planned, because you never know, your next step can be everything you are praying for. But first we have to trust the process and remain faithful, grateful, humble, and patient, and God will take care of the rest. So this situation has taught me a lot, because even though I was somewhere where I've been praying to get to, I've been trying to manifest that, and I finally got the glimpse of it. When I first got there, I was like, man, you know what? I would not mind living here. I'm going to use this opportunity to manifest the apartment of my desires. I'm going to act like this is already mine, and no matter what the outcome is, this is going to be a positive experience for me. And at the time, my intentions wasn't to apply for an apartment, wasn't to live there. It was just to stay there for a couple of nights, and then I got the opportunity to apply there and see how it went. So I was okay, cool. I was grateful. So me acting like the apartment's already mine, me acting like this is my place already, and being grateful for being there, led to an opportunity to apply to stay there and live there for real. And I was okay, no matter how things go, whatever happens is working in my highest favor, and I will make the best out of this regardless. And when I didn't get approved, At first, I was a little upset because I was like, man, I didn't got so used to being here. I don't want to go back to where I was. I'm happy here. It was really cool. I enjoyed the environment. I enjoyed the time being here. It made me feel like I was at home. This actually felt like a home to me. And then I was like, you know what? Let me not get upset, because if I get upset, I know that will only create more problems for me. Let me try to see this from a higher perspective. And I sat down and I meditated, and that's where I got my what I talked about earlier. I journaled everything down, and I just read back my journal entry to y'all, and it helped me see that, okay, even though things didn't go as expected, I have a chance and opportunity to manifest a bigger and better apartment, because that was only a studio apartment. Let me try to manifest a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom with an even better view, but in an even better environment, because there were some negatives about that apartment, but I was so happy and ready to move in and ready to get something better. I was just ready to accept the first thing that came my way. So this is showing me that, okay, God is showing me, even though you prayed for something and prayed for something, don't take the first opportunity. Don't jump for the first thing to come your way, because it might not be what I have in store for you. I might just be showing you a glimpse of what I have in store for you. If I can get you to here, just imagine where I can take you next by just you having faith. So if you keep allowing yourself to have faith and keep allowing God to work for you, the next place I go may be even better and bigger than what I had thought for myself, because God's plans are bigger than my plans. So we just have to stay faithful and stay committed that we have to realize that we're on a journey. We're not already we're not where God wants us to be yet. We're still moving. We're still walking there. So this might just be one step or one piece of the part. One piece of the picture that God has in place for me. God is still building a bigger picture for me. I just have to trust and know that when the time is right, it will come. So when I pray for something, I shouldn't get upset if it doesn't go the way I thought it would. I should be happy, because that's just showing me, okay, I can get something better. I can get something bigger. This is what God has in store for me, because I never miss out on what God has in store for me. And once you get that mindset in which you realize that things are always happening not to hurt you but to help you grow, it'll make life so much easier, because life isn't about having the most money or having this. How fast can I get this? Life is really about just learning. And so if we give ourselves the chance to sit down and learn and see things from a higher perspective, it'll make life so much easier, because life isn't meant to be taken personally. Life is so we can grow. We have experiences so we can learn and grow. So the people who's out there praying and wishing and wanting new things, just keep going and just believe it's coming. Don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on your dreams because one thing didn't go the way you expected it. Sometimes God will test us, and God will build us by allowing things not to fall through, so we can build our faith and confidence in ourselves to know, like, no matter what happens, I get stuff done. No matter what happens, things still work out for me. So we have to be able to just trust the process and keep our faith and keep going, because you never know. Your next step can be your win. Your next day, you can wake up tomorrow and have everything you want. So you only fail when you give up. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day and stay safe.